Wait, that's not how the song. Who's gonna take me to jail tonight? Lord. Sky gonna post my bail tonight. I don't even know why I'm singing that. Hello. So it's a bit of an unusual night here on the expert playlist. Mind me, mind my dust, mind my loading screen. But it's a special night. We've got some new hardware, and I thought, what better way to coronate the new hardware since I did not anticipate that no, that's wrong. Nay, I forgot that every high-profile game worth its weight in salt, and believe me, there's a lot of salt on deck. I might have forgotten that they are considerably large in size, with very few exceptions. I mean, yeah, this is my fault. This is my fault. Because, Forza is like 115 gigs. Destiny is 91 gigs. Halo Infinite is like... actually, by comparison, Halo Infinite is a rather conservative 30 gigs, but I think that's because the game just comes with the multiplayer installed. The campaign, I think, balloons it up to maybe 60 or so. But, long story short, all of the big stuff is kind of compromised. To say the least. All the big stuff is kind of compromised. So, I figure while these things download, why not test the limits of a FPS boost here and get some nostalgia out on the plate. I'm not really in any specific game category tonight. Not really. This is going to be an unusual stream. I mean, I'm kind of all over the place, and this space is a little bit of a... Looks like a bomb went off in here, but it's pretty awesome, because there's a whole lot of new stuff set up. The stream should probably look better than ever. Blah, 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 blah. Long story short, short story long. Given that the only games, as you can see, that I have installed are all along the bottom of this screen, and yeah, I mean, I had to go kind of conservative. It's not that hard to download 8 gigs or 7 gigs, but it is really hard to download 30 gigs. Look at Destiny. Destiny's going to be there for a while. I'm actually compelled to just say, hey, why don't we just install Halo Infinite first, because at least that's, 30 gigs? Even Resident Evil Village is 20 gigs, I mean, at least, if we could... 36.71. Yeah, so I say, because Destiny's not downloading anytime soon, man. Destiny is gone. It's over. You may not see Destiny at 60 frames tonight. It's probably not gonna happen. But if my ISP abides this flagrant disregard for Mbps, streaming and downloading at the same time, yeah, we might. My hopes are low. But let's kick this beast off with, wait. I believe this is how this works. Yeah, look at that. It's got the FPS boost. It's got the FEEPS boost. Okay, so good. So we got the FEEPS boost on. I think it's on by default with a lot of games that, yeah. I think it's on by default with a lot of games that support it. So we shouldn't have to worry about that. Oh, Cuphead. Are you on point? Does Cuphead have that? No, of course it doesn't. Cuphead is just by default at 60 frames. Anywho, yeah, we're going to see how this goes. This might be fun. It'll just be fun to see a lot of these older games just running at ridiculously high resolutions. I'm just down for that. I'm sorry, frame rates. All about my frame rates. And Gears of War 2 is an effing masterpiece. So we'll see how that goes. Oof. This is not the UI you are looking for. This thing is cool though. I mean, it's really teeny, which I guess that's a plus, you know. It may in fact be the smallest Xbox I've ever seen. I think they're right. It might be the smallest Xbox in existence. Which I know isn't saying a lot considering how, like, I mean, I can look over my shoulder. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, the original Xbox is about the size of a fucking VCR. It looks like a DVD player from like the mid 2000s, which is when it came out. So I will say though, I think the coolest thing about the Xbox when it came out, the coolest thing about the Xbox when it came out is the fact that um, its size, while it was heavily memed, it was never a deterrent to anybody who wanted to actually enjoy the console. Like, you were never gonna see somebody like, no, you were never gonna see anyone like deliberately shit on the Xbox for being big because it was so big, because it had a DVD drive, it had a giant hard drive inside of it, it needed fans to keep it cool. Like, you know, I could say it was a big cool system. It wasn't just like a fucking, I mean, like the PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 is a big, goofy system. Like, it's the shape of a fridge. You know, like, its design to this day still is inexplicable to me. Like, I just don't understand why the PS3 is shaped like a George Foreman grill. And it's just really big. Like, I just don't understand why it's so large. And it looked even bigger next to the Xbox 360. Like, the PS3 is what I would call dumb big. The original Xbox is not dumb big. The Series X is borderline dumb big. But it stands vertically. So you can actually minimize the dumb bigness. The PlayStation 3 actually did the same thing, you know. It was so dumb big that standing it up vertically kind of mitigated the blow a bit. But if you really want to know how silly, how, like, comically large the Xbox Series X is, just put it on its side. It looks really stupid. Putting the Xbox One X, I mean, no, sorry, Series X. Putting the Series X down horizontally is the funniest looking thing I've ever seen. It just automatically looks like no. It doesn't even look like it should be in that position. It looks like it fell over when you put it in a horizontal position. It's really bad. Holy what? Whoa! Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm geeking out a bit, but did this game just take like 0.5 seconds to load? Oh Lord. I'm not ready for this. I want to state for the record that officially, the actual game in real time now looks better than the cutscenes. These are pre-rendered cutscenes. These look better than the game did back in the day, which is why they're pre-rendered and not running in real time. This is why the FPS boost isn't really, like, tickling this thing the way it should be. But this is what happens when you remaster, like, this game came out, what, I think 13 years ago? 13? 14. This game came out in 2008. 14 years ago. So, you know. Oh, I can't wait. Oh. Hold on. Let me make my cameo. Oh man. He pressed X. He held X at the end of the round. He's that guy. Got his curb stomp out. I mean, my favorite.
They're getting bolder. Those gears were guarding Pomeroy Depot.
Damn, that's just down the road.
Exactly.
That is so clean.
Every day.
It's so clean. The frame rate is so good. Oh my gosh.
At least we got reinforcements.
Yeah, but for how much longer?
Okay, Anya's face
I need to
has
check.
aged reasonably well.
Thanks, Anya.
But
Good luck, alright?
see, like, it's easy to make men look like meat. Like, they just look like slabs of beef. But then you have to actually, like, use this same engine to, like, render a soft female face, and it just doesn't work.
Time to train the rook.
Like, she's got. I'm either gonna date myself or cancel myself by saying this, but I don't care. Okay, she's got like the Morgan Man jaw. Okay,
Yeah.
people who grew up on G4 know exactly what I'm talking about.
Private Ben Carmine, sir.
I mean, she actually does, though.
Drop the sir shit, kid. We're not that polite out here. Come on, let's go.
John DiMaggio out here with a great
yeah.
voice.
Welcome to Delta.
Here's your initiation.
It's an honor to serve with you, sir. I hear that you're the one who...
Sergeant.
Yes, sir. Sergeant Phoenix. Must be good to know you're fighting with a Pendulum War hero.
He's just Marcus to me, man. Name's Dom, by the way.
Good to meet you, sir. Don, you see action in the war, too?
Rook, we can talk history later. Concentrate on your training now. I don't need you getting religious out there.
Pardon?
Holy.
Oh, right. Full of holes. Got it.
First things first, Rook. Stay focused on your mission. Best way is
Dad.
to check your TACCOM before the
Thanks,
bullets
Dad.
fly.
Okay, I just want to say for the record that there are an awful lot of really subtle and sad, this is how your brother died jokes going on here.
Mine says teach the Rook the golden rule.
It really does, though.
Oh, I know.
First,
Do unto others as you would have...
Not out here, kid. Golden rule of the gears is take cover or die. You know how to get into cover, Rook? Show me.
Okay. Keep your head down, eyes open, check your surroundings.
good job, dude. He did it. He did it.
Always keep your head down like
They don't teach you this one in the tutorial, though. This is the one they don't teach you in the tutorial right here.
Okay, people, let's move out.
Yo, you said your name is Carmine? You got a brother was a gear?
Yeah, all four of us. Well, three now. You know one of them?
I served with him. He was a good soldier. My respects.
Thanks. Just good to know he died a hero's death.
Yeah, right. Hey, Marcus, check this shot.
He did.
Nice one.
That's what he did.
I'll call that and raise you 5.
Helps if you aim, Marcus.
Doesn't help your odds of winning.
You could hit those in your sleep with the rifle. Come on, use your pistol, man.
Why are y'all torturing me like this? Stop messing with me. They really had me out in these streets firing the gun wrong on purpose.
Could be some more killer bombs.
Just so that Dom could cut ass. Like, alright, bro. I remember that. You'll need help. You'll be in cover soon. Man. Imagine if we played it like this.
What the
That would've
hell
been
was
great.
that?
Probably just a stray dog.
No, it was bigger than that. Looked like a weird monkey dog thing.
Jack!
Reg, shoot it!
Hey,
Jack,
that's it.
rip
That's
that
the monkey
door.
dog thing I saw.
Love it.
You hit him?
Don't think so. Looks like he got away.
You ever seen that before?
Yeah, but they usually travel in packs. All right, stay alert and use cover. The other ones are probably around here somewhere.
Man, that was always the thing. Look at that. He just 180 into the roadie run. That was the thing.
Nice mantle, Rook. Not an easy maneuver to make in full gear.
That's very true. I mean, he's kind of like... I feel like he's at least 2 years of creatine before getting to Marcus's level of just
Let's check it out.
beef. He's just all beef. I love when technological limitations affect the way a game is designed and portrayed. Like, you know, these guys are big and beefy. Big
Grab a few
slabs
grenades.
of beef.
Got a feeling we're gonna need
And not only because
Damn, someone needs to do an ammo sweep around here.
I feel like it's because you can animate them really conservatively, and you don't have to spend a ton of graphical real estate on them. More often than not, these are really muted grays, you know? Like, and
Reg! What'd you call that thing? A monkey dog? I got a special bone for
so
it.
on a thematic level, it really makes sense that guys this big would be fighting locusts as big as they are. And on an art and animation level, I mean, that means that they can share common animations and
Wait, there's
with the
another
enemies. Oh, that was a bad... Wow! Bro. Were you trained by your brother? Oh, hey guys. Hey guys. This is awful what I'm doing to them, but I'm just illustrating a small point. Do you see these streaks of blood on the ground? This does not happen in Gears 5. These horrible streaks of blood when someone's DBNO. For some reason, they took that detail out of Gears 5. Like, look at this. This is awful.
Stitches.
Are you sure?
Pull that shit again, Rook, and you're gonna get some unexpected chainsaw training. Let's get in there.
That is gross. That's like a fatal amount of blood. But yes. Yeah, I think it's, you know, I feel like limitations are a big deal of why the game looks the way it does, why everybody's so chunky and weird. Because over time, and especially as the technology got better, you saw their designs become more conservative as time went on. Like in the first game, they're really huge and chunky, not really detailed. In this game, they're actually a bit smaller, but way more like detailed and articulated. Like little things like Marcus's ammo pouches, the detail on the back of his armor, and you know his bandana, like the way his hair pokes out of his bandana. There's a lot of things that were like improved on a macro scale. And then when you play Gears 3, they're wearing far less armor, which means that most of their character model is dominated by skin textures, which then allowed for even more detail in everything else except the characters. Like it's nice watching technology shape the art style of a game over time.
Fire up your lancers, Delta.
I mean, infamously, the only reason Mario wears overalls is because when animating him as a 8-bit character, it was a better way to see the animations of his arms when he was running. You know, his nose is big because his head, so you could notice he had a head. He's wearing a hat because it would have taken too many pixels to do his hair. You know.
Whoa. All this damage came from your grenade?
Sure as hell didn't come from yours.
We saw what your grenade did.
Here, just some rats.
Oh, the blood streaks are still there.
Let's head back to the
Yeah,
road.
that's what your grenade did. Anywho. Rats of War. Cool. Alright, Rook. And this just meatballs. And then this skinny guy. You know, it forever forever changed my life when it forever changed my life. Yeah, no, when there we go. When in an interview, Cliffy B said something about yeet. Like it. Cliffy B said something about the blue suited guys in Gears of War basically being like the red shirts on Star Trek. It's a revelation you can never unsee. Ever. Because the truth of the matter is, these guys die in often horrific, terrible, and occasionally, unfortunately, comical ways. And, you know, it just, it creates such a sinking feeling, you know? We know the way Carmine died. Again, you don't want to end up holy. Yeah, like Anthony's head. And, you should take cover to avoid stray bullets, like Anthony didn't. So, to see that his brother is wearing the same exact armor as him, vote of confidence? No. Nah, not really voting in that direction, unfortunately, no.
Whoa! Those ravens are in a hurry.
That can't be good.
Looks like vacation's over, kid. Head back to the convoy drop-off. Stay there till I call you on your TACCOM.
But
That's an order, soldier. Dom, let's move.
Dom. Voice acting will never cease to amaze me. I mean, I think it's amazing that this is the same voice actor as Bender and...
Anya, you still here?
Still here, Mark. Dom, I may have a lead on his wife, but it doesn't look...
Anya, what'd you find?
A lead on a Jane Doe, but it doesn't look like she... I'll fill you in later, Dom. I have to get back to control.
That's a rotating J-thing.
All right, Anya. Good luck. Damn it! Kill these goddamn grubs.
I'm sorry, Dom.
Let's move.
You hear the wind chimes? Representation, guys. So, I know we get up in a tizzy about representation in games and when game characters are different races and different walks of life. Why did we never make a big deal out of Ty?
Locust got some serious...
This is literally a Native American character.
Doubt it has anything to do with courage. They just don't realize they've been sent on a suicide run.
Given he's a bit
Just
archetypal,
desperate. What do you
got a
mean?
little bit of that,
Maybe the light mass bomb hit him harder than we thought.
some of that magical native energy
Something
going.
else is going down in Hollow.
But he's a good character. Like, he's actually a good character with weird and funny quirks. Like, I like Ty. Ty's likable. You know? And, you know, not to excuse, like, stereotyping, but there's a difference between stereotyping and archetyping. And I feel like he's archetypal, but he's not stereotypical. He's also a pretty well-rounded character. So you end up endearing yourself for him for things other than his
Some of these patients have
ethnicity. Can we also love how this game delivers world building through really good exposition?
Okay, take position along these windows. I took the far side.
Like,
Okay, Delta.
he mentions Rust Lung.
We have confirmed
We're
Locust
totally gonna
presence
come
in the
around to that
hospital. I
later.
repeat, Locusts are in the hospital.
Yeah, well now we've got a power outage too.
I'm on it. I'll keep you posted. Control out.
Hold fire till they're right below us. We want to get as many of them in the courtyard as we can.
Good memories.
Most of those supplies are actually fuel tanks, Delta. Part of the ambush.
Here they come. Get ready.
Now, shoot the tanks. Nail these bastards.
Yeah, eat that.
Control, where's the power?
Almost there, Delta. Got it. Door should be open now.
Now, no.
Thanks, Control. Delta out.
This is amazing. I'm not over the frame rate yet.
Rust lung, emotion sickness. Cases have been popping up all over since the light mass bombing. It's a horrible way for a warrior to die.
Contagious?
They say it's not, but I'd keep my distance.
No argument here.
I'm not over this. Well-written characters. He has such a specific way of speaking, and I love it. I love it. I love it. But yes, rust lung is emulsion sickness. It's apparently something that happened after the light mass bombing. It forced a lot of the light mass bomb, apparently when it went off underground, it evaporated a lot of the emulsion in the tunnels, and being airborne, apparently, that breathing that stuff in coats your lungs and gives you rest. It's basically emulsion COVID. Yeah, for lack of a better word, it's the emulsion coof. But great world building, you know, if you were wondering what happened to Sarah in the wake of Gears of War 1. And if you noticed throughout the Gears of War franchise, especially in the original trilogy, there is an increasing amount of death and destruction that happens in the wake of all these games. After the first game, you set off the light mass bomb, which forces the Locust up, creates the lambent, and gives people rust lung. At the end of Gears of War 2, they sink Jacinto, which is the last safe platform in the city, forcing them to cruise out on boats. Oh, and more emulsion mutations have risen since then. Like, the subtext in this game makes for such good gameplay that you don't even realize just what the game is actually saying. I think it's very strange that, especially in current time, the Gears of War franchise is not given more respect for the kind of story it was telling. I feel like a lot of its themes are relevant, very relevant, especially right now. Like, how this game's satire is not taken on the same level of Starship Troopers is beyond me. And I think that's really unfortunate, and I think it's down to just the fact that Gears of War is a video game, and externally it does look like a hard rock meathead fest. It really does. It does. I'm not gonna lie. Holy sh... This game came out in 2008. 2008! Oh, before I even forget, shout outs to Steve Jablonsky on the soundtrack. Steve Jablonsky, people, Transformers. My man Jablonsky on the chords! Multiplayer tactics. Whoa, bro, am I playing online? What is going on here? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Do not pass go. Do not revive your partners. And do you know why? That's why. Let's go. A few things happened there. It's not as surgical as it looks, okay? So I walked over hip firing because if I got close to him, he was gonna melee. Getting shot while trying to melee makes you stagger. The stagger opens him up for the chainsaw.
Good to go.
It's like the meme. Oh shit, people are dying.
That's gonna hurt.
Yo, that is some expert level hip firing. Can I just say for the effort, like, I know this goes without saying, but I've never played Gears of War 2 at 60 frames per second, and the aiming, the controls are so butter at this frame rate. What a time to be alive. don't feel left out either. If you have, I think if you have at least a Series X and you're in the Insider program, or at least if you have access to the cloud gaming, you can play this at 60 frames per second on an Xbox One X through the streaming. This is due in part to the fact that Microsoft's cloud gaming servers are powered by Xbox Series X's. So if you wanted to play Xbox One X games like, say, San Andreas or Gears of War 2, Dead Space 2, if you play them through the cloud, they run at 60 frames per second. I actually tried it with the first Gears of War, and it worked really well. It's got a little bit of latency in its bones, of course, as is to be expected. What the shit? It's a giant cockroach. Kill it before it reproduces. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of latency, as is to be expected. You're streaming a 60 frame per second game, so if your connection's good, it's decent. If it's 2 in the morning and no one else is using your Wi-Fi and you're not using Netflix at the time and you don't happen to be streaming, the latency's not actually that big a problem for something like Gears of War because of the deliberate pace of the game and how slow and chunky it, I mean, yes, frame rate, but the moment-to-moment gameplay is slow enough that you won't really notice it too much. You know, it's not like playing Destiny or Doom Eternal where you need crisp controls. Like, you can get away with, as long as you're not playing multiplayer, you can get away with slightly less crisp controls. Like, I did the entire truck sequence through cloud gaming, which was a very impressive use of the technology, I gotta say. Nothing like being able to play games at frame rates you're actually not supposed to, because streaming something running on a really powerful piece of hardware is you know, far less taxing than don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you, oh, you beast.
Let's do this. Good night.
Mm-hmm. Dog water. Gimme. Ty, move.
Control here, Delta. Locusts are outside of the hospital, taking position in the streets, requesting assistance.
Roger, Control. We're on it.
This is Centaur 2-3, establishing position outside the hospital.
Hominids. Hominids? I like how for, like, at least almost 2 games straight, nobody at any point asked why or how the Locust learned English. Like, they're obviously not very good at it, so it's obviously, like, not a native tongue. But at the same time, I speak English. Why would they want to communicate tactically in a language I could understand, unless it's the only language they speak? These are questions I did not ask until I saw the Queen of the Locust and realized that she had a British accent. I was like, oh, wait. I said, oh, wait. Oops.
Damn, Marcus, see that? Grub went face first in the salad.
Dom is having too much fun. This is how you know your society is at war far too much. When you start making jokes about shooting people and their face falling into salad, like, how much is too much, man? See what I mean? Like, those would have to be...
Got another.
Bro. Oh no. I hit the wrong button, first off. But that was just really sad. He shouldn't have had to watch that. He was just like, hominids. I couldn't... Poor guy. Can I just take a second and say, this hospital is fucking massive. Oh my god. Where am I? Bellevue? Like, why is this place so huge? How did they evacuate this place so quickly? This architecture. architecture. This Gothic architecture. Wow, guys.
The hell was that?
The hell was the point of the Pendulum Wars and fighting over emulsion as a power source if your power gets knocked out this often?
Jack, open this door.
In your defense, you are in the middle of war with creatures underground, but, I mean... These wars have been going on for a very long time. I feel like this is a problem we should have solved. Solving the locust problem one watermelon at a time. Dom, you're a brick. What the fuck? Ow. He's shooting a pistol. I forgot I had these. Back in your hole!
Frag out.
He's not dead. I'ma shoot him in the leg.
I like the glow of locust blood in this light.
We got a sick night.
See what I mean? Ty's a goofy. Ty's a goofy goober. I love him.
The hell are you doing here,
Bro.
Rook?
Area I was guarding got too hot, Sergeant. These skiers rounded me up to fight, sir.
So why aren't you out there
Fighting.
fighting?
Reloading, sir. I still don't have that trick down.
Better learn fast. Let's get out there.
Like I said,
Hostiles!
so I don't want to think I'm reading too much into this because I don't think I am. I feel like I have the benefit of hindsight and the fact that this game came out 14 years ago. A wealth of knowledge is here. There's some knowledge here. I even recently played through all of these games at least a year or two ago. I played through all of these. Okay? And I gotta say, the amount of "this is how your brother died" jokes in proximity to Ben Carmine is just ridiculous. So we're gonna just highlight two right here. Okay, so for some reason we've got Ben is hiding. We'll get that out of the way. But he's hiding because he ran away from a fight because he can't get the hang of reloading. Anybody remember how Carmine died? This thing keeps getting jammed. You see? So while his gun was jamming, he got his head blown off. That's how his brother died. So we've got another reference in the fact that he's not very good at reloading his Lancer. And then the minute these doors open, one of these guys gets his head taken off. It's not a conspiracy. I'm not crazy. They're doing this on purpose. This is on purpose. I see you. I see you, Cliffy B. I'm onto you. I ratioed him on Twitter. It was very sad.
Grab some cover. We gotta dig in before we can get down.
I accidentally ratioed Cliffy B on Twitter because
Rook, you're with us.
I don't remember why. What happened?
This is Control requesting more reinforcements to Sector 4.
Oh, yeah. There we go. He said he didn't understand some kind of meme. I forgot what the meme was, but it was something really stupid and goofy. But he was like, maybe oh, that's what it was. So Cliffy B did not particularly enjoy the pondering my orbs meme for some reason.
Time to be a bullet sponge.
So he said the pondering my orbs meme was really stupid, which is something I kind of... Hold on, bro. I'm sorry. Can you, like... Thank you. Sir? Are you okay? Do you need help? Damn. Damn. That's wild. Shit. Jesus. Yeah, so Cliffy B was not a big fan of the pondering my orbs meme and said it was really stupid. And I kind of just retorted, not in an abrasive way, but in a kind of, hey, come on, you know, let the millennials have their fun, right? So I kind of said to him, come on, Cliff. I mean, you put a cowboy hat on a spider and made it go yeehaw, which is one of my favorite Easter eggs from Gears of War 2. So it's kind of a lighthearted jab that says, you know, stop being a crusty old man. Your game actually has a pretty ridiculous meme in it as well. I mean, you know, you can have a little bit of fun. His response to this, and I remember I sent a screenshot of the yeehaw, which is really funny in and of itself. Just like, hey, Cliff, have fun. You know what fun is. Your game is filled with all sorts of silliness. His response is to say, for the record, I had nothing to do with that Easter egg. I'm like, you're trying really hard to not have fun, aren't you, Cliff? Like, really? And then that's exactly what people in the mentions and in the replies said. And Cliffy B got ratioed. Accidentally. Because everybody liked my tweet and the other guy's tweet. And we're just like, yeah, dude. Laugh a little. You put a chainsaw on a fucking gun. How did you stop learning how to have fun? Let people ponder their orbs. Like, you would have thought that Marcus had photoshopped orbs. Like, somebody photoshopped orbs on Marcus's chest. So, like, you see the way the breastplate on the cog suit is? You would have thought somebody said, oh, look, Marcus was pondering his orbs, and photoshopped some on his chest, but shit happens, right? Hey, what's up?
Never seen the locust run like
How you doing
this.
tonight?
Running away won't help. I'll just shoot you in your asses.
You are pissed today.
Damn right. I missed my family.
Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Pretty good. We're testing out the new hardware today.
Nice work, Delta. And Rook, Carmine, you did good.
Thanks, Sergeant Phoenix.
We are experiencing Gears of War at a frame rate never before seen
Copy that, Delta.
by,
Everything okay on your end?
I don't know,
Yeah, it was close, but I got out in time.
mortal men.
What'd you find?
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Don't bullshit me.
Well, I mean,
The Jane Doe I mentioned?
I did die like 50 times, but it works, it works.
She was released a few days ago. We don't have any info after that.
There's gotta be another.
No, not yet,
Or
no.
something, right?
No, I'm saving that actually for another day.
I'm sorry.
Damn it! Not again! I've lost her again!
I would have done it on this, but
Damn it!
this is a slightly newer Xbox, so
Copy that on you. Delta,
I'm reinstalling everything, and that's probably gonna take a while.
Dom. You okay?
So
Just. I'll catch up with you in a sec, Marcus. All right?
Yeah.
but it'll be back. Everything will be back soon.
Guys, let's go.
For now, I figured I'd just mess around a little bit tonight and test out a few games that have the FPS boost. Just so. Because there's nothing that makes a great game better than an amazing frame rate. Oh, really? Does Cuphead run at 120 hertz on PC? I wonder. Because that would be amazing. I mean, it's already at like a perfect 60, but I've seen Ori on PC, and it looks incredible at 144 hertz on PC. Like, it's noticeably better than the Xbox version, which is, the Xbox version still looks amazing, but it does look special. running at a really high frame rate. Yeah, like the smooth. That's it. That smoothness is like. There's a couple of games like that. Like I've seen Destiny at 120 frames. It's like I don't know why everything isn't at 60 frames. I mean, this makes sense because this game is like 14 years old. But I don't know why anyone would want to release a game post 2022 or post 2021 that's not at 60 frames per second. A funny bit of history is that like these cutscenes right here are like pre-rendered because the Xbox couldn't handle rendering them at 30. And now these cutscenes are running at a lower frame rate than the game in real time. Like, it's even it's so crazy. Oof. Peppermints and death. Like, I want to eventually get an A rank on all of the bosses. And I know she's probably going to be one of the hardest ones just because of all the stuff you have to avoid all over the screen. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like the roller coaster. It's like the clown boss. I have no idea how I'm going to get an A+ on that. No, I can't even fathom it. Like, it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna have to just play Mega Man for like a solid week. They're loving this speech, but I love how they keep contrasting all of this opulence and all of this safety, security. They keep contrasting the people in the war with the people outside the war, and all the people outside the war are all destitute and poor. This game has a lot of subtext that I don't think anyone picked up on. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is put a ton of muscles on the screen, a bunch of gruff voices and beefy arms, and people will think that your game is really dumb. Meanwhile, this game is extremely smart. Frame rate.
Oh yeah, my name is Dizzy. My rig's a little sweet thing. You a conscript? I ain't got no choice once he took the lifeboat assistance. Family got the grocery and my daddy got conscripted. Life's a bitch like that.
Delta Baird here. Apparently, I'm riding on Maryland. Yeah, see you, man.
It's go time, baby.
Cole knows.
Good hunting, guys.
Cole knows.
Control, this is Delta. We're aboard Rig 314 and are heading out now.
I have to do this.
Roger
I
that,
have to do
Delta.
this chapter.
You're
Oh
good
my
to go.
gosh. It's so good. Like,
Alright, settle in, Delta. We've got a long ride to Lando.
like I wanna FPS out on Sonic, but this is too much. Vocals. This is ridiculous. Look.
This is KR-36, commencing watch on rigs. We'll meet you in Landau. Out. I copy that, KR-36. We're moving into position. KR-18 out. This is KR-41. We are in position. This is Centaur 09, clearing the path. Coast is clear.
Oh no. Boom, and it's back. So
KR-41 is down. Repeat, 41 is down. Watch for incoming orders. Affirmative, C9. Centaur 2-3, setting up the fire on far ridge.
I remember I told my ex, I said, hey, this game has a fully orchestral soundtrack. She was like, what? I'm like, yeah, of course it does. I'm like, yeah, actual instruments. She was like, in everybody's defense, you would never have thought that this game had an orchestral soundtrack.
Look out! Don't let them sis hit me! We'll be a bunch of crispy fried hogs.
I mean, this game has giant monsters in it. Oh shit. I gotta say, when I was... Ouch.
Centaur 02 is gone. We need to get off this ridge. Centaur 03, movement, double time. Copy that, 2-3. Heading to valley floor. Can't get a beat on that Reaver. Watch out!
Everything about this is wrong.
Keep that Reaver away from the rig.
I love the way he calls them buzzards. Because they're not birds.
Attention ground forces. The path towards land down is clear. We'll cover your back. 3-6 over.
Copy that, 3-6.
Take a look, see down there, Gears. It's Eddie and the boys.
Dizzy, you lucky son bitch. I thought that mortise was gonna take you out.
Not me, brother. I got a mission to ferry some gears in a Hell's Half Acre.
You and me both.
Delta, Ty here. I'm on the rear guard rig below. See you in that down.
Roger that, Ty. See you in...
Shit, that don't sound good. Hang on.
He broke it.
Hold on, honey. I'm coming. Get my back while I patch up.
You know, why is it the people on the front lines that always get, like, the really shitty equipment? You know, like, we're out here in the trenches. Why do I have a truck that can fail like this? They just give us no love. No love for the people actually out in these streets.
Close it up and protect the rig.
Her name's Betty.
Her name is actually Betty. Show some respect. We just lost a Betty. We can't afford to lose another one.
03 is landed. Commencing repairs. Could use some backup. Over.
Back in your hole!
Diverting choppers your way.
Okay, that's one.
Group 6 nearing your
Yo,
position.
Dom, you are literally a brick of a man. Can we not? Oh, he hopped over. He breached. He breached the walls. Get him. They're breaching. Am I being trolled? Hey guys. Can you hold that for me for a sec? Thank you.
All rigs, be advised. Reavers inbound.
Ah, shit. Take a
Ooh.
moment. They're zeroing in on our position.
I'll take it.
Here. To the right.
Hang in there, Gears. We got you covered.
Good to go.
Incoming Reavers.
Did you say Reavers? Not good. Yo, if he calls me a hominid one more time.
Keep it up, boy. Almost got Betty all birdied up again. Come on.
Yo, bro, that's like my whole pancreas. Can you not?
Here comes some more.
Stop that. Okay, now you're calling me a human. I could stand being called a hominid, but don't call me a hominid. I mean, don't call me no humans. That's just not.
Get to the rig.
I'm a person. Why does it just sound like things are being stepped on? It's like... Bye, guys. Oh, shit.
Thanks for the hand back there, Henny.
You know it, Dizzy.
This is a tree-crushing truck. I love it.
Control, we took out some cedars. Air should be clear of mortars, over.
Copy that, 1-8. Great news. Rig Group 3 needs an assist. Over.
Roger, 1-8 on its way.
Bonk. I can't get my bonks.
Whoa. Something big went down here.
Delta, control here. I'm detecting serious seismic activity beneath you.
This is another wonderful volatile part. I remember the tech demos of Gears of War 2 when they were showing like these massive crowds of locusts running at the same time. Which for the time, this is fucking huge. Look at this. There's like... Okay, so I think they said that they managed to get like 90 something or like 100 of them on screen at a time. This was huge. Seeing this many characters animate on screen at the same time, running all their own AI, was phenomenal. Unprecedented. Unprecedented. Like, seeing this many characters on screen at the same time, only Unreal Engine was capable. What the shit? Oh no. But yeah, in 2008, no other game console was doing stuff like this. And this is like, I think either before, this is probably, I think, a little bit before Uncharted 2. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well then you better help, bro, man. I see a waterfall ahead. What do you want me to do? I'll shoot the peoples. But yeah, technologically, I think, what did they show? They showed two things. They showed the meat cube. And they showed the meat cube to show off the soft body and ragdoll physics, which is very cute. There's a giant meat cube in a room. They just walked into it and bounced it around like goofballs. They had the meat cube to show that off, and then they had just the field simulation of Locust, and there were like a ton of them just running around.
Centaur 2-3, I have 2 words moving to your position, a third on its way.
I would not be inclined to agree. I believe you're quite human. You're just a unique human. Never depersonalize yourself, I say. Humans are very, very, very complex beings. We try to simplify people, but people really aren't that simple. And there is no normal. Except the normal you know. Because one person's normal is another person's weird. I'm not joking either.
Hurry up, Dizzy, they're coming back. These gals gonna have a threesome on that bridge. Only room for one.
Take it from someone who's always, you know, been called weird.
Dizzy's special boys, rag 'em off. Delta, take out the driver.
Get him! The yeehaw meme will never get old for me.
Control. Land downs in sight.
Roger that. Determining launch coordinates now. Control out.
What was that? Dad? Oh my goodness. Hi. It's a thing! Thank you. Can I remind everyone this game came out in 2008?
All forces, commence attack on land down. Commence attack.
He said hi. Boom headshot.
Control, we're being overrun. Recommend evacuating all rigs directly to the city. Over.
Copy that, 3-6. All rigs, move to land down. I repeat, all rigs, break off and move to land down.
This is foreshadowing. That's foreshadowing, by the way. There are literally too many of them, and they're climbing on my ship. Get them off. Why is he on the ship? You know what's crazy about this? This is Tuesday for these guys. See, he's got the right idea. This is unusual. Why is only one person reacting like this? Why?
Don't slow down for anything, Dizzy.
Don't slow down for anything, Dizzy.
Somebody get on the turret!
Shoot the guns off that son of a bitch!
Got him. Oop. That is the opening of the second chapter of this game. I love it. I mean, they've literally got cockroaches with bombs on their backs. This man is always accompanied by wind chimes. This is how you know he's magic.
Marcus, is that Ty?
Of course it is.
Yeah. Told you he was
He's
tough to
one with
kill.
the elements.
Let's get down there, Gears.
Again, not stereotypical, archetypal. If we had a Gears of War movie, I would love for The Rock to be this character.
Fate has thrown us together again, huh, Marcus?
Looks that way.
Be perfect.
Welcome back to Delta, Ty.
Be perfect.
Sorry about your squad.
Everything happens for a reason.
He would be perfect. I want Batista. I want Batista as Marcus. I want The Rock as Ty. I want Ryan Reynolds as Carmine.
We hit some mines. Tickers, I think. The whole area is infested.
I don't know who's Dom yet, but I'll keep thinking about it.
Center of town. That's going to be your best place to drill.
Wilco control.
Yeah, I don't know who's Dom.
You heard her, Dizzy. We'll walk
You know what sucks? Were it not for the fact that it would be whitewashing his character, because I think Dom's ethnicity is definitely a part of his character, I would totally say like John Cena. That man's got charisma for days, and he can play up a dramatic scene really well when he wants to. I've seen it. I've seen it. What is this? What is this? What? I'm actually more worried that upon sight of seeing cockroaches with bombs on their backs, we want carbs. Like, and I have a personal limit on the level of vermin I'm willing to tolerate, and I kind of stop
Locusts use them like landmines.
at big
So keep your
at
distance.
living bomb beetles, beetle creatures. Bombs with bugs on their backs. Cockroaches. Orkin Man. Deploy. That is not good, sir. As I like to say,
Delta, KR-51.
as I like to say
Nemesis
about
occupying your local airspace. Can you confirm?
Nothing in
just
sight.
because you can
Keep an
does
eye
not
on
mean you should. You know.
I remember when they took land down during the Winter of Sorrow. It was a bad omen.
Crazy that somewhere this close to Jacinto has been under Locust control for so long. You think we'd have launched this assault years ago?
I'm sure the COG had their reasons. Those probably weren't good ones.
Don't do that. You have to remember that you're in it for the long haul. You know? The funny thing about being young is that, you know, you're nigh invincible, and you really are, because you're still growing, and, you know, like, you are pretty nigh invincible when you're younger. Like, you can break something and, you know, heal. You know, you can get in a lot of trouble and be all the better for it, hopefully, in most cases. But I mean, you're in it for the long haul, you know, and treating yourself badly catches up to you eventually, you know.
All clear.
The stuff you do when you're 10 will affect you when you're 20. The stuff you do at 20 will affect you when you're 30, and so on and so on and so on.
Glad
You
to
know,
hear it.
so
Just keep moving.
just because you can get by on a little bit of food, and just because your body can sustain it, I mean, you know, if we weren't built to survive, we would not be alive. But just because you can get by on that little food, you probably shouldn't eat that little food. I mean, I wouldn't. It's not good for you. That's not to say eat a lot, but just eat.
Delta, clear all Nemesis from the area. We have Ravens inbound.
You heard her. Fire at will.
When I feel hungry, bro. Like,
On top of that station. Take cover.
but that's awful.
Nemesis!
But I don't think there's a set limit for everybody. I say do what works for you, as long as it's healthy.
Delta, clear all Nemesis from the area. We have Ravens inbound.
You heard her. Fire at will.
You know, people don't realize we struggle with that stuff too
On
sometimes.
top of that station. Take cover.
This is not good, not good, not good. Thank you. Yo, can somebody shoot that dude with the grip? Move. Move. Revive that man. You know, I am just absolutely loving the amount of bullets that these guys can take, because I certainly can't take that many. I have no grenades left. Ugh. This is not tactically advantageous. I need to get into that gas station, like, right now. I forgot I could shoot the pumps. Why are they hiding behind gas pumps? That's really silly. The answer was right in front of my face the whole time. I'm coming in. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Ah! That looks so awful.
Nemesis!
Like me, I only eat breakfast and dinner. But I eat really substantial things, so I don't really get like cravings or, you know, like,
You heard her. Fire at will.
I'll eat something really satisfying and then I just don't feel like eating,
On top
you
of
know.
that station. Take cover.
until the end of the day. But I do a lot of things. Like I bike and I'm all over the place. So like when I get hungry, I do genuinely feel hungry. Like today I biked like 19 miles. Like you can't do that and not eat. Like you'll feel it. Like it'd be very hard to do that if I wasn't eating a lot. Or at all, or that much at all. I have no grenades, guys. Like,
Take it! Delta here. We're still under heavy fire from our left flank.
can y'all nuke that thing or something?
Centaur 4-9 moving into position. Opening fire.
Yeah! Get him! Get him! Thank you.
Thanks for the assist.
Good stuff.
Guess you don't need my help at all, Delta. Control, Delta is clear.
Copy 5-1. Riggs needs CHP near Barrington
I mean,
Square.
you can
Over.
still come along. I
Copy
can
that,
still
Control.
use.
3-6 on its way. See you on the side, Delta.
Copy. Thanks, 5-1. Let's keep moving, Delta. Cole, we'll see you on the other side. You know it, baby.
I mean, just for the record, I'm not the one that said I didn't need the assist. I could have totally used the assist. Like, can I just have choices like a Telltale game? Like, we are taking the Magnum. Excuse me. Yes, it will. All right, man. Let's get through this.
Control, how much farther to the drill zone?
Close. Just beyond the tunnel ahead. Remember, your grind lifts are calibrated to dig from the exact location of the town's central monument. You're gonna have to back in the trucks to get them properly aligned.
Wilco, Delta out.
This is another one of those wonderful moments that I so love. Another moment where we get to just show off some graphical fidelity. There's so many parts of this game that are just designed around showing off Unreal Engine. I think we were at Unreal Engine 2 at the time. Also, can we appreciate that this truck actually does drive behind you in real time? And they don't just spawn it in for a quick cutscene? Like the truck actually is driving behind you?
Could be anything in here. Keep an eye out.
And here's how you show off the lighting.
You ever wonder why they don't just give us flashlights?
Kid's got a point.
Might versus light.
Meaning...
That I'd take an extra gun over a flashlight any day.
He speaks in memes. He speaks entirely in memes, and I'm here for it. Also, what are you guys from Doom 3? Why don't you just put the flashlight on the gun?
Damn! It's darker than a rat's ass in here. Let me light up Betty's titties.
That's why we don't have flashlights on our guns, so that he could say, "Let me light up Betty's titties," and then turn his headlights on. His headlights. His high beams. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I think. Yo, this lighting on point though. Like, leave it to them to take showing off their lighting engine and turning it into a barely obfuscated ticker fight in the dark. That's just good game design and technology just working together, I tell you. You know, like, technology will really help make some of the best games. I think it was, you know, like the stealth genre. Back when we had competition. You know, Hideo Kojima made a name for stealth gameplay in Metal Gear. Oh my god, I'm gonna blow up and die! I knew it! Hideo Kojima made a name for stealth gameplay in Metal Gear Solid by having Snake sneak around really well-lit, highly surveilled areas, you know. And then Splinter Cell said, well, what if you do this at night? Or what if instead of hiding in well-lit areas, why don't you hide in the dark? And in order to make you conceal yourself in the dark, we're gonna have to come up with a lighting engine that is not only completely, oh my gosh, creatures. Anyway, we need a lighting engine that's not only baked in real-time dynamic lighting, but we need to be able to give you the ability to shoot out any of the lights in real time, which means that all of the lights in the game have to be real now. That's just technology working. Like, Splinter Cell would not be able to exist without dynamic lighting. And before dynamic lighting was a concept, you can see how the genre, you know, matured over time. It's a wonderful thing. You know, they are really backing me into these corners. Like, this is my worst nightmare. This is what I assume will happen to me if I go to the Dominican Republic. Like, I will just be besieged by giant cockroaches. And I'm not being racist. I've had 2 Dominican girlfriends. They both told me the same thing. The roaches fly in the Dominican Republic. I'm good. I'm good. Nope. They're as big as these tickers, apparently, and they fly. Nope. I've always wanted to go to Brazil, but I don't think I will. Not if the roaches are that on fleek. This is not only a really clever piece of game design, but if you didn't before, after this you will know the sound of tickers. That little that sound? After this sequence, you will acutely recognize that sound, and for the rest of this game, almost like a Pavlovian reaction, you will tense up whenever you hear that nasty clicking noise. Like, the entire purpose of this section of the game is to condition you to the ticker noises. It doesn't seem like it, because there's so much else going on, but you're actually being conditioned to these noises. Because you will be hearing them throughout the rest of this game. See what I mean? Like, that noise strikes fear in your heart, because here you can't see them, so you're really listening for them. And after this, every time you hear one, you're gonna shit a brick. Again, this game is so well designed. Like, it actually hurts my soul to think that games won't be like this anymore. And they really haven't. They really haven't been for a long time. This man's metaphors all revolve around body parts.
Welcome to the ass and the shit. Let me light up Daddy's titties. Got your back like a butt crack.
Like, I'm from Brooklyn, and even I wasn't taught that many booty metaphors growing up. Like, my man is just completely loaded with body part puns. I mean, he's definitely got me like a butt crack, because there's definitely this much light at any given time in my butt crack. Like, what is this? Yo! This is a glitch. Where's the truck? Where's Dizzy's truck? Look at this. This is... Well, from a game design standpoint, this is what we call deloading. So, the way this game probably keeps its graphical fidelity, and in a great way, a lot of games do this, is via culling. The way culling works is the further... Oh, have a good night, dude. It's all good. Thanks for stopping by again. I appreciate that. But the way culling works is as you advance further through the game and the game has to load in new items, the game will also deload what you're not seeing anymore. Or and this happens all the time, and it can happen from anything like the backs of objects won't be rendered, or as you advance further, like as you go further through this tunnel, the game is actively deleting the tunnel behind you and moving it out of RAM. And Dizzy's truck is by and large supposed to keep you from seeing this happen. Dizzy's truck is in the way, so you can't see the game actively deleting the tunnel behind you as you advance through. But I think we fucked up because, you know, they have said that there will be unforeseen effects on the game due to FPS boost, and that's true. Like, you know, because this is essentially a really powerful Xbox 360 emulator, so there are going to be some programming goofs, but that's exactly what's happened here. Dizzy's truck has completely disappeared. It should be here, which is why we're this far into the level with no fucking headlights, which gives more credence to the fact that the truck's lighting is not baked. That's an actual dynamic light lighting up the tunnel. Kudos, kudos, kudos. But without the truck here, not only can I see that, and see how it's unreachable, that's because this area is culled. That's smart programming. But again, so not only can I see this big blank space where the tunnel has been partially or completely almost culled away, but because the truck's not back here, we have no lighting in the tunnel. So, I mean, you know, appreciate Gears' culling, but we've had an unintended effect of the screen being super, super dark because Dizzy did not follow us into the tunnel. And to be frank, from a gameplay perspective, I'm just terrified that the game is going to spawn the tank on top of us and crush us alive. Like, this is a pretty damn good set piece that's kind of being ruined by the fact that Dizzy's truck glitched out. Like, there should be far more wretches. Like, I'm a little bit sad that set piece is ruined. But it did make for a interesting anecdote about culling. You know, get your game design on. Yo, Dizzy really didn't make it. Dizzy didn't make it, guys. We lost his lights like 2/3 of the way through the tunnel. He ain't got my back like a butt crack. He went into the crack. You weren't even in the tunnels, you goon!
Let's move.
I'm taking the rooftops because I want mortars in my life. I feel like that's derogatory. Like, I feel like that's like the locust version of a bad word. Like calling me a groundwalker. Like, are y'all really out here calling me like a surface bunny? Stop doing that thing that you do. I wanna see a Brumac. Wanna see a Brumac. I know we make a big deal out of ragdoll physics, or we don't make a big deal out of ragdoll physics because for some reason we're taking them for granted, but... And this was popularized in Left 4 Dead. I love it when soft body physics have, like, collision points. Like, did you see that? He flew back and went... He flew back, his body hit the wall, and then he fell over and landed on his face. There's such a nice balance of ragdolling and, like, soft body physics going on that... You know, in Gears 1, when enemies would die, it would jank the fuck out sometimes, and it would look really goofy. But you can tell over time that they really improved the physics and the animation. Like, I love the death animations in Gears. You know, you really start to appreciate things like that, because I remember I played Back 4 Blood the week it came out. And that was instantly the first thing that stood out to me. Like, the visceral quality of the weapons just wasn't there. The death animations just wasn't there. And Left 4 Dead had some of the most dynamic animations I've ever seen in any shooting game, period. Like, I thoroughly mean that. And, you know, because you would shoot that, like, if you shot a zombie in the leg while it was running, it would trip and fall over. You could melee a zombie and it would fall back and hit a wall. Or you could hit it in the face and it would trip and stumble and land on its hands and feet and then get back up and run after you. Like, you would rarely see the same death animation twice. And even if you saw the same death animation twice, there was body deformation, limb removal, progressive damage. Like, you could blow holes in them or shoot off parts of their face. I saw someone shoot off a zombie's jaw and he stayed alive. Like, all of those things combined, and I think they said that they're like a combination of over 1,000 death combinations between the body damage, soft physics, and pre-baked animation, because a lot of the death animations in Left 4 Dead are mocapped and scripted, so they would oscillate between mocap and body physics and pre-scripted animations, and it looked phenomenal. Yo, fam, chill. Let me see if I'm still good with this bad boy. Still got it. I'll just shoot you in your asses! Like, this is why I say that Dom's ethnicity is central to his character. It just is, man. Like, his accent is a large part of the things he says.
Jack, open this door.
Yeah, like his accent. I love his accent. The struggle could not be more real. I'm mad that did not work as well as I thought. These are not working as well as I thought.
Good to go.
Get him away from it! I want to state for the record that it looked like do you see that mortar anime? Like, I got locked, and then he came up to me and said, "Boy!" Yo, what are these checkpoints? Disney's truck still didn't make it. Even in the... Alright, so, just for a quick, cool lesson. Now that we've gotten all the way out and into this new area, let's see where the culling stops. I guarantee you it's stopped even further up than the last culling. It's got to. Oh, wow, it's still in the same place. That's kind of remarkable, actually. I thought it would have moved up. Wow. They kept all of this in memory? I guess it just doesn't hit until you leave this place. Because look, the doors are closed. So there's obviously some in there. I didn't know they had... Like, all of this is still in memory? This whole tunnel? I thought they would have taken this out. I bet the further... No. It is here. Because... normally, the truck would be parked at the entrance to the tunnel, which means that the entire inside of the tunnel should be culled. Like, it's crazy that it's not. It's legit crazy that it's not. Yeah, you see, like... You see, and that's actually a, That's actually another way that this game successfully culls its areas. When they hit you with a fork in the road, that puts you into an area that's a point of no return. See, like this. everything behind us just got culled. And you know this because I can't go back there anymore. It got culled out of the memory. They replace it with rubble or some like point. There's a lot of point of no returns in this game. And again, that's just smart as fuck game design. Like, I love it. I mean, we wouldn't be able to have destructible elements and levels and things of this nature if every combat zone wasn't strategically culled to allow for this kind of graphical fidelity. Like, I love the fact that there are destructible environments in this game from 2008. And it's not the entire environment, but it's definitely places that would matter, like places in a gunfight like this. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's so funny in hindsight that you realize just how much these games were doing. And I think because they run at 60 frames per second on next-gen hardware now, I feel like definite comparisons are going to be made. Like, I like the new... Oh, fuck me. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. Demon. Straight demons. But yeah, I feel like I really like the new Gears games. Like, I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, I hate it. But I will say at the same time that as far as the technology goes, it's pretty unambitious. With the exception of Gears 5, which pushes Unreal Engine to... Gears 5 pushes the Unreal Engine to places I never thought it was capable of going. To be frank, to be honest, to be real frank and honest, it looks some type of way. It really does. Gears 4, not so much, but the underlying technology of the games is not as impressive as it should be, or at least as impressive as you would expect from a Gears of War game. And I feel like that's a point of contention. Like, Gears 4 and 5 look good, but they are not on the boundary-pushing, technological breaking level. Like, even to this day, like, Gears of War 2 seems to have more destructible environments, other details and elements, like the way the soft body physics work, the gore, the blood trails that I was telling you about earlier. There's an amazing Crowbcat video on it, even though I feel like in a lot of areas it can be kind of disingenuous with the elements of the environment that they choose to interact with. Like, putting up the broken window in the hospital is kind of stupid and unfair because not all the windows in the game behave that way. It's clearly a scripted sequence. But I will say that as far as technological ambition, Gears 5 looks the part. It looks the way it should. It looks the way you would... Gears 4 looks the part. The way it should. The way you would expect it to. It just does. This game, though, has a lot of very unique details that were placed very, very well. And in ways that... Fuck off. Shit. Boop! That's karma, fam. Like, I asked for that. Why'd I go over there and execute him? I'm totally thrown off my old train of thought now. Like, I have nothing but unhappiness and pain. Dizzy, you're stuck in the tunnel because of a glitch.
Let's move.
As I was saying, before I was interrupted by my own hubris. Moving. Again, they're not human, but they speak English. And it doesn't make tactical sense for you to literally be speaking the language of your enemy. So, I got questions, fam. Who taught y'all English, and why is it clearly the only language you speak? shit, bro. I mean, I know I was making a big deal out of soft body physics and all that stuff earlier, but do you see what I mean? Like, we've killed this guy 3 different times, and all 3 times his body has ended up in a weird, ridiculous position every time. Close your eyes, avert your... Oh, God! Carmine, you know you get back the energy you put out in the world, right? Like, you need to chill. Don't desecrate the enemy's body. So, yeah. It's far less ambitious visually, which is why I can see people weren't too impressed with it. It's like if Uncharted 4 had just looked good instead of fucking incredible. When you build your series off of its when you build your series pedigree off of its graphical fidelity, I mean, you just kind of open yourself up to that kind of thing, you know? But again, I will say Gears 5 is a phenomenal looking game, and it pushes Unreal Engine 4 or otherwise into places I did not think it was capable of going. Like, I was legitimately blown away by just how good Gears 5 looked, and it just continues to escalate as far as graphical fidelity goes. Like, it looks the part. Like, the stuff I say about the man jaws and the facial animations and the stuff is above and beyond in Gears 5. And at least in my opinion, it's only just kind of a shame that they didn't really build on a lot of the effects they had here, either because they were prioritizing the frame rate or because they felt like they didn't have much to prove. I mean, the set pieces are fantastic, and the fact that the game runs at 60 frames is... Did he just slide across the floor on his knees? Can you not shoot a mortar at... They let him do that. They really let him shoot a whole mortar at me from like 30 feet away. That's just dangerous shit. Like, Ham R. Durg? Can y'all consistently pronounce hominid?
Orders are all clear, Dizzy. Let's get to the drilling zone. I think we'll ride the rest of the way.
Hominid. Like, if I was any more crude, I would have been saying that you were asking me to hold something. And that's not something I'm...
We got a Brumar coming out of the tunnel. Oh, hell, you gonna try to molest my base?
Delta, defend the ring.
Bro. Bro. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Brumac barbecue. Come on, fam. Do you not see this? Do you not see me? Am I John Cena all of a sudden? What happened? Do you not know that the time is now? Listen.
Talk about it.
You know that Brumac was dead. You know why you know that Brumac was dead?
A lot of good soldiers from the Pendulum Wars buried here. Sure could use those men now.
All right.
Control, this is Delta. We've reached the drill zone.
This is the property of the Coalition of Ordered Governments, bruh.
Roger that. Control out.
Okay. Okay. I am cool.
Incoming!
I own useless gaming paraphernalia. Get him! Well,
Are these the 10 shitloads you were telling me about, Sergeant?
What do you think? Hit him hard, Delta!
I suppose the fun trivia is the fact that I got these COG tags when Gears of War 2 came out. I got them at the launch party.
Good to go.
It was at a GameStop.
Damn it! They keep coming.
It was fun.
Dizzy, how much longer?
These tombstones are destructible! fucking cool. Yo, when is Delta Squad not in trouble? Come on. Alright, that's the last one. Move! Oh, why do the mortars make you so slow? Ah! Death. Mayhem. These are the lives of the gears of war. It's a bleak life. It's a life I would wish on no man.
Control, this is Delta. We've reached the drill zone.
Roger that, Delta. What's your launch status?
We're getting the lifts in position now. Well, and Delta keeps my ass covered.
Roger that. Control out.
Locust!
What did he say about my mom?
Locust!
I love hearing Ben Carmine just do his call-outs. You know, it's so charming.
Are these the 10 shitloads you were talking about, Sergeant?
What do you think? Hit him hard, Delta!
Got one.
Make sure you don't hit Betty in the girl. Otherwise, this mission is done.
Cover!
Damn it! They keep coming.
Dizzy, how much longer you need?
What's that my plate? Shit, we lost our bomb. Get the point, man.
Delta, hit those mortars! Got grubs climbing on the rig!
Move, asshat! Give me strength.
Control, this is
Give
Delta.
me
We've
strength.
reached the drill zone.
Roger that, Delta. What's your launch status?
We're getting the lifts in position now. Well, and Delta keeps my ass covered.
Roger that. Control out.
Dizzy is so uncouth. Like, he clearly leaves his couth at home before every mission.
More locusts!
How is this not hitting?
Are these the 10 shitloads you were talking about, Sergeant?
How is that not hitting the how's that not hitting the emergence hole? It has to be. My microphone's big.
Delta, hit those mortars!
Damn it! They keep coming.
Dizzy, how much longer you need?
What's that my plate? Shit, we lost our bomb. Get the point.
I think I got them.
Movers, keep your head down.
Boomers?
Got grubs climbing on the rig!
Oh. All of my memories of this game are me playing it in co-op. I forgot how intense this was. Mind you, I'm playing it on hardcore, of course. I'm not playing it on normal, because why would Expert Penguin fucking play it on normal? No, of course, he's gonna play it on the difficulty level right before insane. For my fallen brothers. Bro! I don't know what you want me to tell you, fam.
Delta, control. You must deploy now. Repeat, deploy now. We're taking too many casualties.
Dizzy, we gotta go now!
feel like Drew Scanlon. I'm just.
Delta, into the grind lips. Let's go, 2x2.
Marcus,
Yeah.
if something happens to me, promise me you'll look for Maria.
You got it, Dom. No problem.
Get fucked. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
What the hell is that? Oh, hold 'em off, boys! Get your asses down there!
I love Dizzy, man. Dizzy doesn't even know what it is, and he's ready. He and Ty. Holy shit. So Cliffy B was like, yeah, I put a chainsaw on an assault rifle, but you know what I didn't do? Put 2 chainsaws on the alternating ends of a bow staff. This game is incredible. Mind you, this is chapter 3, I think. No. This is still chapter 2, actually. Because I remember, because I think chapter 3 is the survival horror one, which is the one I love. Or maybe that's maybe I'm getting them mixed up. I'm pretty sure this is the next chapter, though. Denizens scattered, yeah. The underground level is the 3rd one.
Man, if Cole used to puke on a raven, he must be tagging the walls with Chook right now.
I don't know what chook is, but in context, I feel like I just learned a Gears of War word.
So this is what the inner hollow looks like.
Ty, this is Marcus.
This is how you know you don't belong here.
Ty. Dizzy.
Like, you can't sit with us.
Oh, shit. Control, this is Delta. Do you read?
Delta, this is Alpha 1. We've lost contact with the surface. We're limited to short-range radio, but we've got a line on a cedar.
Roger that, Alpha 1. Good hunting.
Sarge, can you hear me?
Carmine, what's your position?
Not really sure, sir. I think my lift went off course.
Is Ty with you?
No, he jumped out before launch. But I see another lift up ahead.
Hmm.
All right, head that way and we'll catch up. Don't engage the enemy. Just defend your position.
Will do, Sarge. Wish me luck.
Hang in there, Rook. We'll be there soon. Let's go find Carmine.
Hmm.
Dom, let's split up. We'll find him faster.
I'm bugging. Oh my gosh, I remember what's in this thing. It's a locust centipede. I forgot there was a what's up button. That's so cute. Anywho, are we going any further in this, or am I cacking this to test out another game? I don't know. We'll see. Give me a moment. Halo Infinite's 85% done. That's good. Halo Infinite's ready to start, but not done. Now look at that. I've only... Oh my gosh, that's wild. That's so wild. This thing only has 29 gigs left. I've got 10 games on it. And I only have 29 gigs left. And mind you, that has nothing to do with... like, this is nuts. I'm going to have to be really, 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 really stringent until I can replace this hard drive. And I don't... And then, even then, it's kind of a mountain to climb because... It has to be with an SSD. This thing has an SSD in it, and it's loading everything like the dickens. I can't believe how fast it's loading everything. But I mean, I knew this was gonna happen because look, like Forza is 115 gigs, Destiny's 91 gigs. I think Halo in its full size is somewhere around 60. Gears 5 can balloon up to 90 or 80 gigs if you install like the Horde mode or the campaign on top of it. Resident Evil is 20 gigs. Like those are the biggest games, and then the smallest games I have are like old Xbox games, and there's only 5 of them. It is wild to me. I have like 48 games. I've got like 48 games installed on my Xbox One X, and I've only got 10 installed on this one, and it buckled. It buckled almost instantly. That's pretty effing dope, actually. It is, because I think, at least for now, at least until I can get it up to like 1 or 2 terabytes, which is definitely the plan. I think, you know, at least in its current state, I think at the very least in its current state, it's a nice way to focus on what I'm streaming at any given time, and it'll keep me from really gumming up my queue too much with a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter, which is fine, I guess. You know, I do have a lot of extraneous stuff just installed for no reason, like what if I want to play it? So this is nice and focused. I'll see the silver lining in it. It's just kind of baffling to me, like, I don't even know why you would stick a 512 gig SSD in a next gen console, especially when games like Modern Warfare or I think Call of Duty Vanguard are pushing the 165 gig mark. Hell, I can't even install Grand Theft Auto 5 on this fucking thing. Because Grand Theft Auto 5 is like 90 something gig. Red Dead Redemption 2, forget about it. I'd have to delete Forza to install Red Dead, because Red Dead is like 120 fucking gigabytes. Why is that? No, well, no. There are actually very good reasons why Red Dead Redemption 2 is 120 gigabytes. I won't be disingenuous. I won't be disingenuous about that. That's a justifiably 120 gigabyte game. I mean, the game has horse balls. Like the horses have balls, and the balls of the horses shrink in cold weather. I mean, that's clearly. I mean that's clearly why. That's where those extra 50 gigs went into the horse ball technology. What do you mean I'm lying? Shut up. That legit hurt my feelings. Okay. So Halo Infinite's about 4 gigs away from greatness. Destiny cannot sit with us. That game is like 91 gigs. Oh my god, kill me now. Alright, well we'll see. Let's try out something else. Let's try out, for now. Yeah, I'm a little bit geared. Let's see how... I am really compelled to not spoil it. But let's see how Sonic Generations runs at this frame rate. Like, a full playthrough is absolutely in the cards, but I think we can check out Sonic Generations and see how that looks. I'm down for that. Oh my gosh! How did they do this? You know, it's only just hitting me, but do I not own this game? Of course it. Look, I do own it. Why don't I have save data? How? Bro. Like, I mean, look at the dates on these achievements. 11/16, 2011. 2011. This game came out in 2011, did it? These achievements don't make no sense. Oh, they start from the top, booty. 11/3/2011. Look at that. Well, now I feel like a proper playthrough is like a requirement at this point. Alright, that's fine. So what I'll do is we'll preliminarily stop it. Wow. That's really low, all things considered. Because I have, what, like 147k overall. Wait, how many I have 147k. And only 60,000, that's crazy. Only 60,000 of that is from, that means over 80,000 came from my 360. That is how you know, for reasons that wow, I fell off massively. I should have far more achievements. Anyway. Anywho. Why is my profile picture a monkey? Boy, stop. We don't need to optimize for performance. You know why? Because Microsoft already did the heavy lifting. Do you want it to be Sonic EXE or Sonic? I love how they just have the brightness setting thing here, but they don't tell you what optimal is. They're just like, you know what? However much shading you want on Sonic, that's what it is. I mean, I don't mind it. I feel like such a goof. Oh my god, it's Sonic. It's classic Sonic, too. Guys. Damn. 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 This ish is running at 60 frames, B. I don't know how to impart to you how amazing this is. You know, I've owned the original Sonic the Hedgehog since 1991, and there's absolutely no reason why I should have run into that enemy like that. Beep, dee dee dee. Also, classic Sonic and Sonic Generations just kind of exposes just how shitty the classic Sonic and Sonic Forces is. The Sonic Forces is really bad. Damn. Damn. Wham. Is this really 60 frames? Is this 60 frames? It doesn't seem like it. Is it me? Am I taking crazy pills? No, it's using the FPS. It's using the FPS boost. Is it because the emulator is set to graphics rather than performance? Like if I set it to performance, will that work? Will that break the game? Does having it in performance mode with FPS boost break it? We're gonna find out. I'm ready. I'm ready. We're about to crank the heck out of this beast. Alright, to some degree, it does look the same. I'm gonna reserve judgment, though. Ew. Okay, I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to say ew like that, but... when you fuck around with these settings... when you put it in performance mode, it actually drops the resolution even further. I didn't think it was gonna do that. I didn't think it was gonna drop the resolution even further like that. I did not see that coming. That's wild. I didn't think it was gonna do that. But it did, and the game looked significantly worse. Like, and I'm playing this game, mind you, I'm playing this in 720p on a 1080p TV. And it made Sonic look bad. Like, I'm already playing it at a low resolution. That's wild. But no, the game is running at 60 frames per second. I'm just a blowhard, and I've been playing Gears all night at 60 frames, so my eyes have adjusted to it. But this is definitely 60 frames. I'm just bugging. I'm just bugging. At least I hope so. I love how the art style for classic Sonic's portions of this game are just apparently that he's really small and everything is ridiculously fucking huge. I never really got that impression in the original Sonic, but I guess when you think about it, yeah, everything is kind of fucking big. Like, the trees are really big, the robots are really big. Proportionally, I guess he didn't look like this in the original because his sprite looked large enough, but Sonic really is just tiny compared to all of the stuff in this world. Like, who's supposed to be navigating these environments? Who was navigating these environments? Like, Sonic, who else runs through this besides you? And do they even fit in the tunnels? Who made the tunnels? Did you make these tunnels? Why am I overthinking this? I do like this. I do like the design of it, though. It's all really nice. You know, when I see people say dumb stuff like, "So Sonic was never good," how much do you have to hate something in order to just? I mean, Sonic absolutely has more misses than hits in his catalog, I think, unfortunately. But the funny thing about Sonic games is that when Sonic games are bad, they can be bad. They can be pretty bad, pretty bafflingly bad. But when a Sonic game is good, it's undeniably good. Like, there's just, like, this is a good Sonic game. It's a concept. It's a good Sonic game. I still, to this day, think that they should have done a Generations 2 and just taken the concept further. Thrown some Sonic Adventure 2 levels in there. Actually, there are Sonic Adventure 2 levels in this. You know what I mean, though. Like, we could have explored the catalog way further. This game has a great selection of levels, but it could absolutely use, like, I guess more nostalgia baiting. If that's what I want to call it. If I want to call it nostalgia baiting. Excuse me, if I want to just be cynical about it, I guess I could call it that. Barf. Oh yeah, and I love the story choice in making classic Sonic mute. I mean, you love to see it.
Hey guys, what's going on? You having a party or something?
Surprise!
Aw, you guys.
There's literally nothing on the table except chili dogs and cake.
It's kind of impossible to surprise you.
Everybody's stomach is hurting after this party.
I had no idea.
Yo, yo.
Sonic, hope you like this.
He is straight point guarding Amy's face. Did you see that? Like,
I like it. I love it.
full palm.
Sonic, what's that?
Can we just appreciate for a moment that Sonic's Look at him. Can we appreciate the fact that Sonic did not care about the evil entity coming through a trans-dimensional portal and was instead genuinely upset that he could not find his hot dog? That was the top concern. Even after the thing appeared, Sonic is just like, man, my fucking hot dog. It did have a bow tied around it.
Help us!
They really took away the source of his power. Like, he lost that chili dog and that was it. I love the detail on his gloves. This game came out 10 years ago? Holy shit.
Where am
10 years. And I didn't even write a review. What better time than now, I say. Especially with it at this frame rate. Holy shit. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I like that idea. We're gonna go with that idea. I'm really excited, sorry. I'm really excited. Go! Yes! Yes! Go, you beast! Yes! Look. Look, 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 look. I'm wild trash at this game right now. I don't care. It's running at 60 frames. And it's awesome. It's all coming back to me, slowly. Oh, he tripped. Did you see that? Yo. Sonic, I'm letting you down, bro. Woo! Woo! You didn't see that. None of y'all saw that. Ain't nobody seen it. This makes me happy. This game makes me dumb happy.
Thanks, Sonic. I thought I was dead, floating without a body in a black limbo. Ugh. I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Yeah, like, I don't even know what to say to that, Tails.
Or is that place we were just in awfully familiar?
Not even sure what I would say to that, Tails.
Looks like something sucked all the life and color out of it. Totally strange.
Sounds like it got acquired by Activision.
No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park. I'm more concerned about finding our friends.
Hey, Sonic, I saw something over there in the distance. Like buildings, but they look weird.
That might be a good place to check out. I'll be back soon.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon. I thought you already left.
I want to say for the record that the conceit that Tails cannot tell the difference between these two Sonics is just bizarre to me. Like, Tails did not instantly recognize that Sonic got shorter, his eye color changed, he suddenly got a gut, his legs got stumpier. I mean, shit, his shoes don't even have soles! How? How, Tails? How? Although... No, wait. No, I think there is a classic Tails in here, too. Like... The reason this kind of scrutiny is weird is because Sonic is really the only character in his... Well, prior to Sonic Boom... Sonic is really the only character that underwent like a huge redesign. And Amy, but everybody else pretty much remained the same more or less until Sonic Boom. But I mean, yeah, like the only characters to really change fundamentally from classic to I think they actually do make the distinction in this game to show classic Tails is because Sonic and Tails and Knuckles. But not really Knuckles, because by the time Knuckles came around, a lot of the designs that would take shape for Sonic from that point forward had kind of already started to exist. Like, Sonic having green eyes now is not that surprising because Knuckles had colored eyes in his game. I think. He may not have. But black pupils were definitely a thing during the Genesis era, and then as the characters evolved and their designs evolved over time, even though there wasn't a major Sonic game on the Saturn, a lot of those designs then just kind of, after Sonic Adventure, those kind of became the definitive versions of these designs. Because I don't think anybody goes back to like Sonic and Knuckles for like a visual reference of anything. And his design is pretty much the same until, again, you get to the baffling character designs that were in Sonic Boom. Like, you know, Sonic's got like a Nathan Drake scarf. Is that a Genesis? That's the Genesis music. Yep, that's the Genesis music. I like it. I'm down with that. I love that there's multiple tracks. And do you notice that the tracks are perfectly in sync? Even though the tracks are different, there's like an orchestral arrangement and the Genesis arrangement, but they're playing at the same tempo and pace. I hate this game. It's a good game. Like, fam, you gonna tell me, look, Tails. Yeah, see, look. See, there you go, look. You see the difference? There's a distinct difference between classic Tails and new Tails, you see? His eyes are darker, they're not blue anymore, his feet aren't as big. Yeah, there's classic Tails. I don't know why he's gesticulating like that. Sonic! Wow, his voice actually cracked. Sonic! Okay, so it's like it's like Tails before and after puberty, basically. Sonic! It's like Tails before puberty. I love the flute that they use for the accents. That's so dope. I love the song. And then, you know, if you're like a Sonic fan, you can tell what these are. Sky Sanctuary! You don't even have to show me the names. Sky Sanctuary. You don't even have to show me the freaking names. Oh, they don't let you see everything. That's so dope. Okay, okay. So yes, this is obviously Sky Sanctuary. I forgot how this game actually has really good boss fights too. I forgot about that. This game's boss fights are actually pretty dope. You know, it's weird. I find that as I get older, music in particular tends to stir a lot of emotion in me. And especially in terms of this, the Sky Sanctuary music is actually really grandiose. It's weird. It's a really I'm trying to find the words. I really can't find the words for what I want to I can't find the words for the feeling that it stirs in me, but it's a really good feeling. Again, These are going to be screenshots for the review. I think it's really... Put my controller down for a second. This screen is a perfect encapsulation of the two best gameplay styles Sonic Team has ever come up with since doing 3D Sonic. Fight me. I like Sonic Heroes. I like the switching in the gameplay. I think the switching's a really good conceit. That's not really what I'm saying here. What I'm really trying to say is that these two right here are the perfect encapsulations of the two styles of gameplay that make Sonic work. 2D gameplay, 2D side-scrolling gameplay, and this high-speed platforming gameplay, which really has more in common with a racing game or a rhythm game than it does platforming, and it's really unique in its own way. They're almost like racetracks, and navigating your way through them does take a decent amount of trial and error, but when you're going for high times or trying to find the hidden rings in every stage, you really start to appreciate just how well designed these levels are. Just like classic Sonic's levels, modern Sonic's levels have multiple paths, shortcuts, alternate routes, all sorts of things going on in them, and the only difference is that Sonic's levels are slower paced and more like the older game, but with a lot heavier physics. And Sonic's levels are just... If you want to talk about like unique gameplay, there are plenty of games that play like Mario. There's plenty of platformers out there. There's plenty of platformers that feel very similar in very critical ways, like almost like this is the like where you have the bedrock of a genre, like you would have a Street Fighter normalize directional movements, so then every fighting game utilizes directional movements. You need Mario 64 the way it is, and then 3D games all have unidirectional movement, like it, and 3D platforming with cameras that you control. Little things like that. Is there any other game that plays the way 3D Sonic games do? I can't personally think of any games that like, if you want to say that, Mario does really unique and innovative things with its gameplay, and it does. Again, there's really nothing on this earth like Mario Galaxy, except in some very special cases. Their spherical worlds are not new, but it did them extremely well. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking for like unique gameplay that you can't find anywhere else, I don't understand how Sonic Team perfected this in this game, and then we're like, yeah, fuck it, we're not gonna build on this. We're just gonna throw all of this shit out and try to copy Mario Galaxy. Like, I was just like, in their defense, they did make Sonic Colors, which I think is a great evolution of this kind of gameplay, because the Wisps added, I think they added to the platforming aspect of the game by making secret areas, giving Sonic special bonuses that, change the way the game plays. Those were really well thought out, and I said, okay, those are cool. But I just don't understand, man, because like, Sonic Forces is fun, but to me it feels like a beta version of Sonic Generations, to be honest. The stages are really small and really simple. The gameplay isn't nearly as dynamic and as varied as in Generations. Like, in Generations, you saw me in Green Hill Zone alone. I was grinding, going through loops, boosting, doing tricks, sliding under things, short hopping over things, homing attacks. Like, every inch of modern Sonic's gameplay is exploited throughout his levels. Like, there's never a point where you won't be using at least one of his powers and abilities. And that's why I liken it to almost playing like a rhythm game, because there are just moments where your brain will go X, X, B, Y, direction, flip, flip, LB, RB. Almost like you develop your own sense of rhythm as you learn the stages and get better at them. I don't know why you wouldn't want to exploit that. I have some hope for Sonic Frontiers, but Sonic Forces was definitely a step in the, it was definitely a step backward. It wasn't terrible, but the modern Sonic stages were bad, and there was no reason for them to be there. And then, no, I'm sorry, the classic stages were really bad, and so was the music. Like, it wasn't handled with nearly as much love as it was here. And then, the modern Sonic stages were cool, but they were so simplified. They took out a lot of the sliding, a lot of the homing attacks, most of Sonic Forces modern gameplay is you holding the X button down. and I'm not trying to be mean, but it is. Excuse me. A lot of that is you holding the X button down, which is, the classic complaint that people like to make about modern Sonic games. All you do is hold forward. I love these remixes in this game. Like, when you hear these remixes and then you hear the remixes that they did in Sonic Forces, it's almost night and day just how baffling it is. Mind you, I'm not over this at all because I have Sonic Generations. I have it on PC. But I gotta say for the record, I gotta say for the record, man. Garbage. Playing this on my PC at 60 frames and playing it on my Xbox at 60 frames are actually two different things. Because I can't stand PC gaming. Excuse me. No, I just like to keep my work and my play separate. Like, my phone has shown me that having too much freedom can be a detriment to my attention span. I'm just too fascinated with everything. So, if my gaming device does nothing but gaming, I'm very happy to focus on that, but, like, I demonstrably can't read on my phone. I wanted to read A Man Builds a Fire the other day, which is a very moody and very intense, slow burn horror story. It's only 16 pages long. I didn't survive for 2 pages before I found myself in a fucking safari hole. Like, it legitimately made me upset. Like, it's 16 pages. I could burn 16 pages like nothing, but inside my phone? Doo-doo cheeks. Can we appreciate the audio in this game, please? Can we appreciate the fact that... Can we appreciate the fact that the music gets muted when you're underwater? These are the little details I'm talking about, B. I don't know how they did this. I can't believe Xbox's backwards compatibility would just stop like that. Like, how? You guys are literally breaking the game right now. Like, you're making games that came out over a decade ago run at 60 frames per second. That is how you advance from generation to generation. I don't know why. Again, I hate iterating. I hate reiterating and reiterating over and over like some kind of goon. Like, I don't understand how this happened. I mean, I do understand how it happened, but it's crazy that Microsoft leaned so heavily into BC. Nintendo and Sony just could not care less. And I feel like this attention to BC pays dividends. Like, it was kind of a no-brainer for me which console I wanted to get first. I mean, yes, PS5 for the instant gratification, but buying a new Xbox brought with it an entire library of stuff. I mean, before I came on stream today, I downloaded Gun Valkyrie. I haven't played Gun Valkyrie in so long. And that game's controls are so ridiculous. Like, I played that game on a Duke. Then I played it on a Controller S. I cannot fathom what playing Gun Valkyrie with this thing would feel like. I'm gonna find out, but I'm gonna tear this controller to shreds. Like, I really hope, like, this will be the test of the durability of the Elite Series 2 controller. Mark my words, this will be the true test of the durability of the Elite Series 2. Because an Xbox controller is fucking beefy. It's beefy as shit. It's actually so beefy that I don't think I've ever broken one or seen someone break theirs before. I don't even think it's happened. I mean, if you really tried, I guess you could. But I've never seen someone accidentally break an Xbox controller. Or I've never seen an Xbox controller with drift on it. And I gotta tell you, I'm a fucking beast. Back in the day, when you're like in high school and you have all the time in the world to beast, I beasted the hell out of Gun Valkyrie. And the primary method of movement in Gun Valkyrie is boosting. And you chain together boosts. You control your character's boost, movement, and shooting with the analog sticks. And a lot of the movement you end up doing in Gun Valkyrie includes you clicking in the thumbsticks to boost dash around these levels and maneuver. Click in the left thumbstick to hover or fall. Click in the right thumbstick to boost up or down. Like, it was ridiculous. The controls were so needlessly complex and the learning curve was so high that many people there were a lot of people that probably didn't even play Gun Valkyrie and it fell into obscurity. But I did, and holy shit. Once you get used to the controls, it's one of the best 3D action games I've ever played, but the controls will definitely make or break who plays it. But with controllers are the way they are now, I gotta say, like, I've cheesed the rubber off the analog sticks on the DualShock 4. I have drifted an Xbox controller before. In fact, I've dropped this. It doesn't hold up well to a lot of that. Actually, no, I haven't. Someone else did. My problem with the Elite 2 is that I actually keep breaking the right bumper for some reason. I don't know why my right bumpers keep breaking. I'll tell you this, though. My right bumpers haven't had problems since I stopped playing so much Destiny, so maybe all that sword usage and melee usage, you know, maybe it caught up with me. This fucking game is running at 60 frames, dude. This is so dope. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. This game is so good running at this frame rate. Yay! I'm noobing out, but I don't care. This game is awesome. You think I care about noobing out? Nah, man, bitch, be humble. Banana-rama. Banana-rama. Oh, I almost made it. Ooh, listen to this. This music bops. Nah, this is a slap. Why? Why did it have to happen that way? That's not the way that's supposed to work. I guess we won't be taking that fucking shortcut. No, I'm good. I don't want to die. It punished me for using that added route. I'm so mad. No es bueno. El perro es mi corazón. El gato no es bueno. Cilantro es cantante. Cilantro eres hombre con el queso del diablo. That's some bullshit. They literally killed me with a checkpoint. Like, I don't even know how to feel about that.
Tails.
Oh, the bots are popping
This
today.
chemical plant feels familiar. I'd never forget a smell like this. And that pink water makes me really nervous for some reason.
You're right, Tails. This place is giving me.
Wow, even the cutscenes are in real time. I didn't know that. It's Chemical Plant Zone, you boobs! Sonic has not been on so many adventures that he can't remember this stuff. That's just doo-doo. Oh man, what I'd give to see classic Amy. She basically was like... She looked like this, but her hair was different. Her hair was more like Sonic's. She still had the bangs. Oh, Lord.
Wonderful.
Were it so easy. Oh yeah, you have skills in this game. Yeah, you know, bow hunting skills, ring gathering skills. Hey! What is that? Oh my god, what is that? Is that the Sonic 2 option screen music? Hey man, some kids grew up playing Mario. I grew up playing Sonic. Wow, how do I remember that? That's wild. Yeah, see? 10-second rings. Look at this athleticism. And I love how some of these powers are endemic to either classic, modern, or both. Okay, so... I think I want athleticism, lose less speed moving uphill and in water. If you saw those moments where it looked like I was running really slow, that's why. He was actually losing speed. Oh, my childhood, dude. The thing about this, I mean, the reason I'm so intimately acquainted with this is because, yes, I did grow up playing Sonic, but I spent 1991 through 1999 owning only a Genesis. So, even though I think I have like maybe 30 or 40 games for the Genesis, a game stopped coming out for the Genesis in what, 1996? I had a lot of time to play the Genesis and play through all the Sonic games. But with having only one console and the same set of games to play, I would argue you gain such an appreciation for the craftsmanship of games, and not only that, but just game design in general, that, I mean, I regret nothing. I regret nothing. I totally see myself making one of these at some point. Yeah. I don't think there's any time limit on game dev. I mean, if you told me 10 years ago that I would be really good at editing video, I wouldn't have believed you. I hated video. It was edging out my preferred method of expression, which was text. Unfortunately, it kind of already has. But I can do it. So, never say never about making games. Increases Sonic speed? Yes. I could sit here all day doing this. I really like this song. It reminds me of my childhood. Land on your feet after getting damaged. That's actually not a bad skill to have. I feel like I got all the good skills. Now here's the weird part. I don't. Ah, okay. They're weighted. They're weighted by points. Oh wow! Excuse me. And you can have loadouts. Oh, you can customize it. I forgot all of this. Okay, so 100 points is the limit. Oh wow, that's not bad at all. Gimme. I think I can equip all of these. If my math skills are still... Yeah, look at that. So I've got all of the platforming related ones on deck. Break on a dime. Land on your feet. More speed going up hills. I think if you time the countdown right, like what does the description for it say? No, for blast off. Yeah, if you press a button when go appears, you'll start off the level quickly. And then speed up just increases his speed overall. Yeah, so this is the... Alright, I know what I'm going to name this one. Oh nice, they read my mind. There's a lot of words here. I like that name. Wow, I didn't even remember this. And what's the collection room? Nostalgia bait. What is that? It's the Sonic 3. It's the Sonic 3 save screen music. It's the Sonic 3 save music. It's the Sonic 3 save music. Dun 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 dun. I tell you, I'm a real. It's either really cool or really sad that I'm this big of a Sonic fan. That's so cute. This makes me smile. That just really makes me smile. What's the art song? Okay, it's the same music. Gets less charming every time it starts from the top like that. I'm getting annoyed. I'm like if it picked up where it left off from, that'd be one thing, but it just keeps going. And I'm just like... And oh my gosh. I think I did both of them. Yep. I wish this was a put on or I was playing like a character, but I'm legitimately this excited. I'm legitimately this excited. Oh my god, is that a bird? I've gotta stop. I gotta stop. This is legitimate happiness. This is so cool. I don't understand this. I played this game like... I played this game like 10 years ago. I know what to expect. Why is this so... Why am I enjoying this so much? Legitimate glee. Legitimate glee. It's okay. I've actually found that getting that speed power up actually screws me up, and I think they did that on purpose. This is a very platforming... That's a classic moment. The robot coming out of the tower to shoot at you. But yeah, no, I think they used to do that back in the day. They would give you a speed box and then put you in this crazy platforming section that would then test your wits. Really hurts the soul, you know? Holy wow. I should have went back on that, damn. La la blah 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 da 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 Look at the death egg in the background. Look at the death egg. Look at the death egg. Look at the death egg. I see it. This is so good. Fuck. It's so good. It has no right being this good. Like, whatever Sonic team was on when they made this, just get back on it. Get back, whatever it was, I'll pay for it. Please, just do it. You heathens. Make another Sonic game with parrots in it. That's another classic moment. The tower. The tower advance. Look at this. Ah! Fuck. It's so good. To the secret room! I don't know what I'm doing. This is like on the internet. I just really like that song, B. That's okay though. I was running out of clinches. Like, you gotta be careful out in these streets. Like, you don't want to break a butt cheek. Like, doing this is it's a lot of glute strength. Takes a lot of trouble. Very difficult to do. Bless my soul. It's very difficult. Are we ready for the modern... Am I ready for the modern version of this at 60 frames per second? I know I'm not. I know the answer is no, but of course, you know, it behooves us to try. Try we shall. Let's see how this goes. This game has no loading times on this console, I swear! Yo, do you hear this epic arrangement right now? Are we hearing this? Ah, that's how you do the finishing move. Nah, fam. I want that alternate route back though. Can you give me that? Can you give me that route? Can I get that number? Yo, bro. A red coin was in the balance there. Bruh. I mean, same difference, right? Fuck it. I did the short hop. I did it. You saw, you seen it. That was terrifying. Please stop. I don't want to die here. Cut it out. Get off my feet. I really like this middle section that they added here. It just sounds really... That's the word I was looking for. Whimsical. Whimsical was... Wow, holy shit. I saw that. The game broke for a second. Sonic was falling down that path before the rail saved me. Oh, bless this game and its weird, random glitches. Oh, Lord. 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 The level is getting far too epic for my palate. Just too much. It's too high concept. The concept is too damn high. Yeah, you crazy. You crazy? You think I'm running on this? I'm running right into a pit and die. Ah! 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 I did that on purpose. My brother was playing. My controller's broken. I don't have an A button. I don't have a controller. Don't judge me. Bro, what are you doing? Bam. Okay. Deny me my red shekels? Alright. Holy shit, dude. This is a sanctuary, man. Can you not desecrate the Sky Sanctuary? Sonic! Your man's Sonic is Nathan Draking his way through this ancient civilization's relics and ruins, and I just feel kind of bad. Like, if there was something I could do, I would. Look at the death egg in the background. I can't get over it. Is that S material? Sweet. Booga booga booga. Ba 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 booga booga boo 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 booga 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 booga.
Thanks for the help. Not that I needed it, but it's good to have my sanctuary back.
They just not want to pay Sonic's voice actor a lot, like any reason in particular why everybody in this game talks except classic Sonic. And I think it's actually cute to have classic Sonic speak and like emote, because he came from a time before voice acting was in the game. So I think canonically that's actually a pretty cool thing for them to pull off. But there are so many moments in this game where I feel like Sonic could have spoken or said more things, and he just kind of doesn't. Like here, why would his reaction to Knuckles saying thank you for saving my sanctuary, and why would his reaction be, what the fuck, what is that? Is that the sound of a clock? Honestly, the gesturing in this game is all over the place. Like, it reminds me of something my mother said once. I was playing Kingdom Hearts, and like Sora was like talking about like the power of friendship or some shit, and Donald and Goofy are standing next to him, and they're idle animations. Like Goofy in particular, like Sora's like giving this really impassioned speech about feelings and the heart and emotions, and then Goofy's like standing next to him doing this. And you know, though I was too young to understand it, and I wasn't too young to understand it at the time, I just felt like my mom was just being mean. But my mom was like, you know, what he's saying is really deep, but it's really hard to take him seriously with Goofy standing next to him going. And there's something to be said about that. There's absolutely something to be said about that, because I have no idea what Knuckles is doing right now. Like, Knuckles is just... And as somebody that's really expressive, like, I move my hands a lot, I move my head a lot when I speak, my facial expressions are constantly changing, if not my cadence. Like, there are a lot of things that go into expressing myself, so to speak. And even I'm just not like Knuckles. What is this place? It's so white and creepy. That's racist! my train of thought. Knuckles broke me. I mean, what happened? What, he walked into Congress? Okay, I'm done.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
I'm down with that. This game just got 10 times big. Again, did they fire everyone that worked on this game after it was made? You know, that happens in the game industry more often than you would think, unfortunately. You know, that uncertainty that follows the end of a project is far too common in that line of work. But it says a lot about the state of modern gaming and where gaming has gone that I am so blown away by the sheer amount of content and just game that's available here. Like, if this game came out today, the challenges would be DLC. The unlockables would be like, case in fucking point, Sonic Colors has a costume pack and a music pack. In this game, you can unlock the classic music. Let's fight this first boss. And then after that, we'll call it a night. This was... I enjoy this so much. Oh, I need keys to open this door thing. Okay, well actually, you know what? Maybe we'll stop here. This is a good place to stop. Because we did the first 3 stages. I think the next time I play Sonic Generations, I'm going to start it from the top anyway. Tonight's FPS test went really well, though. Yeah, I'll leave it be. I'll leave it be, and I'll call it. We've been on for 3 hours. That's a pretty substantive stream. Mostly played Gears and Sonic Generations. Yo, that FPS boost, though. Ah! Destiny 2 is still installing. That's hilarious. Okay, so... this was fun. That concludes tonight's expert playlist. Number 273. Thank you for watching. Check out these socials. Go to all of the places. See all of the things. Please. If you don't mind. We will be back. Simultaneously on the same bat time. On the same bat channel. On Monday. I may do some bonus streams over the weekend. I don't know. I might. Might be in the cards. But who knows? Who knows? We're going to test this new hardware for all it's worth. But it's going to be fun. We'll return to the regular rotation. For any updates, just check out the Instagrams. Where most of the updates and the edited videos of the week will pop up routinely and often. Yeah. Stay tuned the rest of this week for the fun edits. Free as always. And until then, my crab friends, good night, everybody. We're going to close out with some quick Halo Infinite gameplay. Just so we can see how much, if at all, Is it me or does it look a little bit washed out? I don't know if that's because of the brightness. I don't know if it's because of the brightness settings I just enabled, but does the contrast of this seem a little bit off to anybody else? Is it just me? I'm not the biggest fan of artificial sharpening, to be honest. I like to maintain a reasonable level of crispness at any given time, you know what I mean? But no, why does the UI look so funky? I can't quantify it. Like it just looks really funky. Can I adjust the brightness? Okay. Audio language. Aww. Y'all couldn't let me have Japanese voices though? Oh, good. It also gave me the campaign. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. Look at that. Cyber Showdown. Must be the new hotness. Beep. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Attrition. Round one.
Outkill and outlast, Spartan.
Another one down. Enemy got a multi-kill.
They're almost finished. Now we're talking. We're just about out of lives.
depleted.
They brought one back. Enemy revived. Great aim, Spartan!
Round lost. Facing elimination. Round 2.
We're not losing today. Low on ammo.
Spartan down.
I mean, I'm okay. I just feel kind of doo-doo right now. It's to be expected. But I am doing a lot of these engagements alone like a fucking goofball, so I mean... What? What? How? What? Who? How? Who? Alright, so clearly the moral of tonight's closing match of Halo Infinite is we need to get good. Humility goes a long way towards improving. I was ass this game. I was really bad. I may just have a whole multiplayer Halo Infinite stream, you know. After I finish the campaign, I will be doing like some multiplayer streams. Oof, that's rough. Well, nothing to inspire you for winning next time, like losing, like ending the night on an L. Haha! Hope you enjoyed. That will conclude the conclusion of episode 273. Good night, everybody. Stay humble. Stay noobing out. I'll see you in the next one.